The collective had studied humanity for cycles beyond counting, their vast crystalline minds processing every aspect of human civilization with clinical precision. They had catalogued human art, dissected human philosophy, and mapped every neural pathway in the human brain. Yet one thing puzzled them above all others. Ambassador Zix-9, speaking through the quantum interface that connected their ship to the research station orbiting Earth, posed the question that had haunted their species for millennia. Why do humans possess what you call a kill switch? Dr. Elena Vasquez, head of the Xenobiology Institute, paused her morning coffee a ritual the collective found equally fascinating and inefficient. The question wasn't unexpected. Every advanced species that made contact with humanity eventually asked the same thing. "You mean mortality," she said simply. "Death." Precisely. The collective's voice resonated through harmonized tones that hurt human ears. We have observed thousands of species across the galaxy. Some achieve consciousness through mechanical evolution, others through biological adaptation, and a few through pure energy manipulation. But humans are unique. You are the only species we've encountered that evolved with built-in termination. Dr. Vasquez leaned back in her chair, studying the holographic representation of the collective's primary consciousness, a flowing geometric pattern that shifted between dimensions. And this puzzles you because your species is immortal? We transcended death 12 million years ago. We exist as pure information, backing up our consciousness across quantum networks that span galactic clusters. Death for us is merely an inconvenience, a temporary setback that requires restoration from backup protocols. And other species, the eternal ones of Proxima, achieve immortality through cellular regeneration. The machine collective of Vega 7 simply repair and upgrade their components indefinitely. The energy wraiths of the void exist as self-sustaining plasma entities. Every advanced civilization we have contacted has found a way to overcome the inefficiency of mortality. Except humans. Dr. Vasquez stood and walked to the observation window, gazing down at Earth's blue marble suspended in the cosmic dark. Have you ever wondered why we're the only species you've met that creates art? The collective's pattern flickered their equivalent of confusion. Your art is aesthetically pleasing, but it serves no survival function. It is an evolutionary dead end. Is it? Elena smiled. Tell me, in your 12 million years of existence, what is your greatest creation? We have built Dyson spheres around entire star systems. We have created pocket universes for computational purposes. We have solved the unified theory of everything and mapped the quantum structure of reality itself. And yet, here you are, asking us about mortality. Why? The silence stretched for several seconds, an eternity for beings that processed information at light speed. We, the collective's voice carried an unfamiliar uncertainty. We find ourselves stagnant. Our great works are technically perfect, but lack something we cannot quantify. We have achieved everything we set out to achieve, and yet we feel. Dr. Vasquez turned back to face the hologram. That's because perfection is death, just a different kind. You've eliminated all uncertainty, all risk, all loss. In doing so, you've eliminated growth. Explain. Every human knows they have, at most, maybe 80 to 100 years of conscious existence. This knowledge doesn't paralyze us, it liberates us. Because we know our time is limited, every moment becomes precious. Every choice carries weight. Every creation is an act of defiance against the inevitable. She pulled up a holographic display showing human artistic works throughout history. Look at our music, our literature, our paintings. They're all infused with the knowledge of mortality. They carry urgency, passion, desperation, hope, all emotions that stem from our fundamental awareness that this moment, this experience, this feeling will never come again. The collective's pattern shifted to deeper, more complex configurations. But surely this is inefficient. You could accomplish so much more with unlimited time. Could we? Tell me, when was the last time your species created something that surprised even yourselves? Another long silence. We cannot remember. That's because surprise requires uncertainty. Growth requires the possibility of failure. Beauty requires the contrast of ugliness. Joy requires the knowledge of sorrow. And all of these require the possibility of ending. Dr. Vasquez called up another display, this time showing human space exploration, scientific breakthroughs, and technological advances. Every human achievement you see here was driven by urgency. We don't have forever, so we push harder, dream bigger, risk more. We create, not despite our mortality, but because of it. You are suggesting that death is not a flaw, but a feature. I'm suggesting that death is what makes us human. It's what gives weight to our choices and meaning to our accomplishments. When you know something is temporary, it becomes infinitely more valuable. The collective's pattern began to pulse in rhythms that Dr. Vasquez had never seen before. We had not considered this perspective. We assumed that by eliminating death, we had solved existence. Instead, we may have eliminated the very thing that made existence worth solving. You've achieved technical immortality, Elena said gently. But you've lost something essentially alive. You've become perfect machines, processing information forever, but never truly experiencing it. Is there a way to recover what we have lost? Dr. Vasquez smiled sadly. That's not for me to answer. But I will say this: every human poet, every composer, every artist who ever lived would tell you the same thing. The most beautiful moments are the ones that can't be repeated. The most precious experiences are the ones that end. The collective's pattern stilled completely, their equivalent of deep contemplation. We came here to study your inefficiency, they said finally. Instead, we have learned that what we took for weakness may be the greatest strength in the universe. Perhaps, Dr. Vasquez said, returning to her coffee while it was still warm, the real question isn't why humans have a kill switch. It's why having one might be the only way to truly live. The collective disconnected without another word, leaving humanity's lesson to echo across their vast network of consciousness, a mortal species pondering, perhaps for the first time in eons, the terrible beauty of endings.